Hello everybody, Sarah Estelle here. Welcome to my video today. Today I would like to talk about the ego. My goodness, I'm sure we are all very familiar with what it feels like to be ruled by our ego. So let me just give you some examples. I'm sure you'll recognize them. Our ego is usually a thought in the head that circles round and round. It's usually a familiar thought that might go something like, well, there's no point in doing that because it's not going to work. Oh, you stupid person, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, well, I can't do that because I'm too old, too young, too short, all of those two things. So you get the drift. That's how we spot our ego talking. And, let's face it, we'll all have those thoughts. The trick is to catch them and to recognize them. And one of the most effective ways that I have found to work with my own ego, which can be pretty strong a lot of the time, the thoughts that go around in my head, one of the turning points was to work with flower essences. So I'm going to share with you a flower essence. In fact, 2 flower essences came forward for me to share with you. So why don't I just do that? So first of all, these are both Bach essences, by the way. This is the first one. So if you're somebody that has circling thoughts and maybe the same thought goes round and round and round and round in your head all the time, and it stops you from sleeping and all those things. This is a very acute thing and can be a lifetime thing for people. Depends on our constitution. And if this is you, by the way, please don't worry. This is not a judgment. This is just part of your wiring. And what we want to do is to bring your wiring back into balance so that you still use this amazing wiring that you have, but it doesn't dim your light anymore. So this is the Bach White Chestnut Flower Essence, perfect for helping thoughts calm down in your head, and it drops the energy down in the body so that we are more embodied and less ruled by these thoughts. Easy to do, easy to say, I know, and much more difficult to do, which is why flower essences can help us so much have better quality lives. The flower essence that first came forward for me to share with you was this one. It's one that you'll hear me talk about a lot, actually, and this is a flower that can do almost everything. This is Serato. It's also a Bach essence. My own range, Moonflower Essences, creates this essence in moonlight as well. So Serato would be a perfect second essence after White Chestnut, just to allow you to be in your heart. So what does it feel like? I just described what it felt like to be in our heads and to have our ego, ruling the show. When we're in our hearts, what happens is that we get calmer, we get more peaceful, we stop worrying about what other people think of us. We start walking into our own bodies, and we start getting really comfortable with who we are, no matter who we are and whether our thoughts are mainstream or not. And we just get comfortable with that. And from that place, we make much better decisions and our lives are just much better quality. The nature kingdom is such an amazing, amazing ally to support us as we go through life. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. When I can't tell you how much a blessing being more in my own body, ignoring the voices of my head have been for me. It's completely changed my life and allowed me to live life in a completely different way. It can work for us personally. It can also be such a blessing if you're somebody who's running a business or wants to run a business and who has fears about what other people will think. You have a belief system that tells you can't do this or you can't do that. Bring Serato and red chestnut into your life. You will not regret it. So let me know which one resonated with you, and if you've used them as well. By sharing, it helps everybody. So until next time, bye bye.